Hey guys, training update number 4, I think. It's been a while. We've had a lot going on, a lot of funerals, switching phones, so I haven't been able to post anything lately. But as of right now, I've actually finished most of my coursework, but I'm still gonna try and give you guys a rundown of everything I'm doing because I know it's hard to find this stuff. So I think where I left off was I finished phase 3, and then I had to watch like a movie and write some stuff about that. So leaving off from there, I had a section that I had to complete on postpartum, and there were quite a few activities in that, including making some handouts. So that was pretty good. I had to do some warning signs on postpartum depression, a little bit on like how to take care of yourself, how to take care of your baby, like some newborn feeding stuff. After the postpartum section, there was lactation. So we had, I think there were some articles, and there were articles and videos, I think, that just like informative stuff on oral ties, tongue ties, just the basics of breastfeeding pretty much, because sometimes after a birth, the parents and the baby, like the parents will ask you to stay and help establish lactation. And a lot of doulas are actually also certified lactation consultants, which is something that I might pursue once I'm fully certified and once I start working. So that was pretty cool. The program that I went through actually has an entire business section, so that was really awesome. And it went over everything to help you set up your own doula business. And there were some things that I'll have to do a little bit later on. They want you to take BLS classes and get like certified, which is basic life saving. It's like CPR on steroids, basically. But I'm going to get that as soon as I can, because I think it's very important to know how to save a life. And along with that, there's also a background check, which not as much for birth doulas, but for postpartum doulas, a lot of people will request a background check, and I will get one as soon as I turn 18, but as of right now, it's really hard for me to get a background check because I'm a minor, and they're not going to find anything on me. So, but yes, as soon as I turn 18, I will be getting one, just so that I have it on record. Nobody can say anything weird. It went over a lot on how to make up. So I made up my contracts both for birth doula and postpartum. And then I went over and I did fees and schedules and everything like that. I got to do an intake form, which was really awesome. So it's like all the information that you're gonna need from the client. And this wasn't required, but it's something that I'm working on myself. Things like interview questions, like describe your ideal birth, and then how do you see me fitting into that as your doula, and how do you see your partner fitting into that, whether it would be like their husband or boyfriend or sister, mother, just anybody else who's going to be at the birth. So that was pretty interesting. Trying to keep this short, but after that there were some extra stuff. So I did get to look into some unassisted birth stuff, and there was a section on advocacy, but most of it is classified and stays within. I did learn a little bit about informed consent, and I do have the informed consent laws for West Virginia and for Kentucky, because I'm right in a tri-state area where West Virginia and Kentucky and Ohio all join. So I'm trying to get the laws for that written down so that I can give them to clients so that they know what their rights are. Aside from that, there's a final quiz, which, okay, it was scary, kind of stressful, But after I did it, it really wasn't that bad. And the way that it's laid out is there are like medical questions. So, you know, you'd have maybe like anatomy or certain terminologies, and then some scenarios. They'd have scenarios like as if you were answering an email from a potential client, or if like the scenario would be like the mother has been in labor for over 40 hours with waters broken, baby's breech, all that. They're talking about cesarean, and you have to figure out how to break it to the mother, what's going to happen, and figure out what she wants to do next. So that was actually really cool. I got that done and turned in, and as of right now, I think the program is actually switching, because right now they use Google Classrooms for everything, but they are, I think, setting something new up, and they're switching everything over. So I'm just kind of waiting on that, and after that, hopefully I'll be certified soon. So I will keep you guys updated, and we'll see what happens. Sorry this was so long. Yes, I am sitting on a trampoline in my yard. Horses. But yeah, so let me know if there's anything that you guys really want to know about, or anything extra with my training that you'd want me to go into more detail on, and I will try and get that for you. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next video. Bye.